What's good, everybody? I'm Higgy28. Welcome to the YouTube channel. So the Back to Old School feature program just dropped in MLB The Show 22. I'm gonna go over the entire program real quick, and I'm gonna rank all the bosses. If you like this sort of content, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Back to Old School is going to be the same as your other featured programs. It's going to last about 15 days, so be aware it's a shorter program. It has moments, missions, collections. There's a showdown and a conquest. So with the collections, you're actually right now going to be able to collect all the extreme cards that you've unlocked. The only problem is I can't collect Kerrywood and I can't collect Aroldis Chapman because I collected them in the previous program. They didn't explain that on the schedule. They said you'd be able to collect all of them, but thankfully I was able to collect Cano and Donaldson and get myself an extra 60,000 XP. Hopefully they change that. Hopefully enough people complain and we'll be able to collect Chapman and Wood as well. The path is just like a bunch of the other programs' paths. You got a banner, you got some legend icons, you get some packs, and we get over to the classic packs. There's a Brandon Lau, Danny Jansen postseason, Ian Happ postseason, a Jackie Bradley Jr. throwback monthly award card, and a Ke'Bryan Hayes Old School Future Stars. What this tells me is that there's going to be an upcoming collection soon, so be aware of that. We might get that on the next featured program in 2 weeks. We got to see what happens, but they are giving us a variety of cards in this program right now. It's to either help you to get to George Brett easier or to help us on the next collection that's definitely coming. You go through and there's also a flashbacks and legends pack. These cards are not necessarily great. You're not really going to be using them. There's a Tony Perez Sig Series card. There's the Justin Turner Prime. There's two finest flashbacks of Juan Pierre, Joe Smith, and then there's the awards card Jim Palmer. Now the one that I really wanted to show off is actually Joe Smith. He might be a really solid card. So I know we wanted to talk about the bosses in the program, but I had to touch on Joe Smith. He looks like he's gonna be a sick reliever. He's got a sinker, he's got a slider, and he's got a fastball. 125 hits per 9, 104 walks per 9, which we know is super important to 22 this year. And let's shift it over. He's got 95 break on the sinker, 99 break on the slider. He's even got 84 break on his fastball and a ton of control to boot. I really actually love this Joe Smith card, and I wanted to make you guys aware of it because you don't want to sleep on this card. He's probably gonna make your bullpen. So going back through the path, you get another classics pack, you get another flashbacks and legends, another classics, another flashback and legends. So you're gonna get 3 of each of those. Then we get some other regular packs, and then we hit our first kind of milestone card right here, and this is gonna be number 4 on our list of all of the 4 bosses. He is the worst card, but he's still a pretty decent one. It's Eric Davis that everybody's gonna get at 175,000 XP. Eric Davis has 82 contact versus right, 108 contact versus left, 96 power versus right, and 122 power versus left. He has incredible defense and maxed out speed stats all across the board. I actually think this Eric Davis could be a very good bench bat. He could also be a good defensive replacement or speed off the bench. He's not going to make your starting lineup. He's not good enough for that. Those numbers versus righties are really bad. However, Eric Davis's swing is pretty damn good, at least in my experience from last year. I really liked him, and He does have incredible numbers versus lefties. He's a right-handed bat. He's actually a really, really good bench bat. And then once you get to 200,000 XP on the path, you're gonna get the back to old school bosses path. We got a Billy Wagner Takashi card. We got a Chipper Jones Silver Slugger Awards card. We got Lou Gehrig Prime card. Coming in at number 3, we got Lou Gehrig. Now, that does not mean that Lou Gehrig is bad. Lou Gehrig is just the quote-unquote worst of the 3, but realistically, all 3 of these cards are pretty incredible, and I'm going to end up having all 3 on my team. And we're starting with Lou Gehrig. I got him in the number 3 spot only because he's a first baseman, and we got a lot of really great first basemen. But to be honest, like, Lou Gehrig is fighting for the best first baseman in the game right now. A left-handed bat, he plays left and right field secondaries. You probably don't really want to put him in the outfield. As you can see, 60 speed. He's only got 75 fielding, 72 reaction. He might actually be pretty decent out there. But Lou Gehrig's best position is clearly first base. You don't have to worry about his defense. You don't have to worry about his speed. 125 contact right, 101 contact left, 104 power right, and 111 power left. Those are incredible numbers, especially for a left-handed hitter. For me personally, I can't wait to get this card. He is definitely going to be really well worth it. But again, he's my 3rd favorite boss out of all 3 of these guys. And again, it doesn't mean that he's bad. Coming in at number 2 is Billy Wagner. And the reason that Billy Wagner got the slight nod over Lou Gehrig is because he's a left-handed reliever, and we have been desperate for those. We got Aroldis Chapman last week with the Extreme program, and now we got Billy Wagner. These 2 guys are probably going to be the best left-handed relievers that we're gonna have all year, if I'm being honest. The only other one that is gonna come out is gonna be like a throwback Josh Hader Finest card. Billy Wagner has Outlier, so that is his number 1 best feature, is that outlier fastball. 99 miles an hour. He's got the slider to back it up with the 89 mile an hour speed differential, and then he's got the curveball and changeup that go 80 and 83 miles an hour respectively. 125 hits per 9, 125 Ks per 9, and 79 walks per 9. That 79 walks per 9 is a little small, it's a little low, so that PAR is gonna be a little bigger than we would have hoped for. But honestly, I don't know if it's gonna matter because Billy Wagner has filthy stuff. His break is 99 on the fastball, 99 on the slider, 95 on the curveball, and only 79 on the changeup. It's really gonna be that pounding him inside with the fastball, throwing the slider outside, throwing hitters off, and the curveball is gonna be that nice extra pitch that people are gonna swing over thinking it's the fastball. I really like this Billy Wagner card a lot, but he's my 2nd favorite pick from these boss packs. And my number 1 pick from these bosses is Chipper Jones. Last year, Chipper Jones's MVP card was absolutely incredible. I thought they were gonna mess up with this Silver Slugger card. He didn't have a great average versus righties in 2000, but honestly, they made this Chipper card incredible. 109 contact right, 125 contact left, 102 power right, and 111 power left. His fielding stats aren't amazing, but they're really not bad either. 75 on the fielding, 73 on his arm, 72 arm accuracy, and 74 on the reaction. 67 speed isn't that bad, but the best part about Chipper Jones is that he is a switch hitter. He plays third base, he plays shortstop, and he plays left field. So if you can't get Ernie Banks, who is pretty much the best shortstop now that they dropped him a couple days ago, well, Chipper Jones can replace him at shortstop. If you don't have George Brett yet, well, you can take Chipper Jones and throw him in at third base, nice. Or we can even throw Chipper in left. 67 speed and 70 fielding is not going to be that bad. This Chipper Jones card has kind of it all. He's got a variety of nice little positions that he could play. He's a switch hitter, which we've been desperate for in this game this year. We really haven't gotten a lot of great switch hitters. Chipper Jones is going to be absolutely filthy. I love this card. This is my #1 pick from this boss pack. The rest of the program goes up to 500,000 XP. It's kind of the same as all our other programs that have been on the short side 2-3 weeks. At the end, you're gonna get 3 balling out of control packs if you can get up to that 500,000 XP. But honestly, that doesn't really matter. Your goal is to get to the 200,000 XP, get that boss pack. Everything else is just the cherry on top. I'm definitely 100% buying the other 2 that I don't get from the pack. I'm really excited to use all 3 of these cards. They're gonna be so sick. I'm super excited about the program. Let me know in the comment section below if you like all these bosses, how you feel about them, or come hit me up on Twitch. I'll leave the link in the description below. I'll be on tonight grinding this featured program, checking out the new event, checking out everything that's coming up. I'm really excited. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much for watching.